I'm with Lisa Christoffersen, Real Housewife of Nairobi. I got just two questions for you. Number one, how long did filming take?
Filming took about 4 months, give or take.
And are you allowed to get physical?
I would say no. Nobody has ever gotten physical on the show.
Okay, so you're not allowed to just...
No, none of that.
Oh, man. And the way we were so looking forward to it. But if someone was to get physical, who are the housewives you think are just going to be rolling up their sleeves saying, I don't care what the rules say? Who has that potential?
Vera Siddiqa.
Really?
Certainly, yeah. There was actually a scene which you'll see. I'm not going to talk about it, but just wait and watch where I thought she was going to get physical.
We're talking about the Real Housewives of Nairobi. I'm with Lisa Christoffersen, who's overcome so much, including stage 4 cancer. I mean, the lady was given only 10 days to live, but she beat it. Lisa Christoffersen, she's one of the Real Housewives of Nairobi. She'd never heard of the franchise, doesn't watch television, doesn't read the paper. Unless, of course, she's in it. She's a rallier. She's been in tours and travel, interior design, proprietor, of the amazing lifestyle space in Gigiri. Every Thursday, you said you're going to be showcasing an episode of Real Housewives. Is that true?
That is correct. Every Thursday, Karibu Sana Lifestyle, anytime from 5:30, 6 p.m. Have a drink, mingle, and when it's dark, we will be showing every single episode every week.
Do you see more of a media career for you now that you're a Real Housewife? Is this the start of a series? You've already written books.
Yes. And, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I feel natural. I'm not doing anything that anybody's telling me to do. Nothing is scripted, You say it as it is, and it's actually quite fun. And I've met so many phenomenal people on this journey, young, dynamic men and women, the crew of Young Rich Television. They are fantastic, Their leadership skills, Carol, Eugene Mbugua, amazing, inspirational.
How has the show impacted your life and your brand?
We've just started, Olivia, so I would say that it's early days to comment on that. However, there is a lot in the media right now, and I think it's just super exciting for Kenya in general to be part of an international brand, Real Housewives brand. Remember, it's just a brand, it's a franchise, Are you being recognized more? Are people coming up to you? Because yes, it just launched on Thursday, but the promos have been up for quite some time. So even amongst people who are in your circle, but not maybe in your immediate circle, people coming up and say, Lisa? There are actually. And on Thursday, when we were having the premiere at Lifestyle, there were so many young, beautiful Kenyan women in particular came up to me, wanted a chat, wanted a photo. And, other people who come to Lifestyle say, is that you, Lisa? Are you the one on the show? And, it's lovely. And I think it's important just to take time out and say hello and greet these people.
It certainly is. Now, social media isn't something you and I care about too much, but how is that treating you?
I basically just look on Instagram. I don't follow anything else. I have a fabulous young Kenyan girl, Chebet, who handles my social media for me. She's actually a social media guru, as I call her. And my numbers have gone up incredibly. I mean, by the thousands, just since.
Are they credible numbers?
They are
real?
credible. Yeah, I don't buy followers.
Who's buying followers amongst the housewives?
There are a few.
There are a few. You think a few. All right. Okay. That's interesting. So your social has really gone up. But with regards to the entire experience, having not known anything about it and now having experienced season 1, are you going to be back for season 2?
I would love to be back for season 2. It's been a really exciting journey, interesting, dynamic. And for me, which you'll see, Olivia, I've shown Kenya through the eyes of Lisa. I feel like, I'm this ambassador that is showing the world how marvelous Kenya really is. Dynamics, the scene of the rallying, which is going to be episode 2. We've done amazing other things that no other housewife has ever done anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Proudly Kenyan.
You say that, but you were born in Tanzania. You're Danish by descent. When did you become a Kenyan?
I officially became a Kenyan about 5 years ago. And you know what's really interesting? When I went in for my interview at Nyayo House, you know, with the Wakubwas. Niliongea Kiswahili pekee.
Peke.
Yeah, niliongea Kiswahili, sijaongea Kiingereza.
You know, there are openings at Radio Maisha. If you're thinking about taking this media thing seriously, I know a person. I know someone I can talk to about getting you a show. Even if it's a once a week show, you could be there. It'd be interesting.
You.
Yule mzungu Mswahili.
Yeah, we can do it.
How has that been taken? Because I know that the minute episode 1 dropped, there were comments on social media regarding the fact that you speak Swahili proudly, and yet one of the non-housewives thought speaking Kiswahili is lowbrow.
Yeah, it's ghetto. That was Michelle.
What were your comments and thoughts on that?
Well, I feel sad for her because, you know, I'm not like born in Kenya, but I'm this Muzungu who's come in, and I love the language Kiswahili. I love languages. I speak 5 languages.
Drop them for me.
So Danish plus the Swedish and Norwegian languages. I had to get to know those languages because of working for Scandinavian Airlines at Copenhagen Airport.
Yes.
I speak German, English, Kiswahili, and a bit of French.
Fantastic. Or should I say wunderbar?
Wunderbar. Sehr schön.
Sehr schön. Okay, all right. So for you, speaking Kiswahili just lets you integrate more and you feel more Kenyan.
Also, Kiswahili is a beautiful language. There's a lot of Arabic. So understanding this whole Swahili culture coming from Oman, that brings this to us. You know, my background with African tribal arts as well, to do with the heritage of our country, to understand more the people of the country. You've got to ongea that lugha, and that is Kiswahili. You know, I speak. You can speak a little bit of Maasai because I do a lot of my bespoke safaris to Masai Mara, and understanding a little bit of the Kikuyu because we're surrounded by the Kikuyu business people in Kenya. So languages are very important, and I think it's also, for me, it's a sign of respect. I respect the culture, I respect the people, and lazima, if I want to be Kenyan, I have to speak Kiswahili.
What do you have to tell the younger audience, you know, the young woman who's watching Housewives and wanting to be the fabulous Lisa Christoffersen or to emulate any of the other housewives?
I would say that, you know, you've got to do what you want to do. You've got to be passionate about whatever it is that you want to do in life. Never say no. You will have speed bumps that you're going to have to brake and go slow over. Triple caution bumps that will sometimes hold you back so that you think more about what it is you want to do. Life is not about having any regrets. Move forward, but be truthful to yourself as well. You know, you don't want to hurt yourself. You want to be honest with yourself. Forget everybody else. And that is being authentic. So some of this limelight, the glam, the artificial nails, the wigs and all of that, that is artificial. Deep down, you've got to be authentic. And that's a message I want to say to all women out there. Be yourselves, girls. Be authentic. Love yourself. You've got to have that self-care, self-love before you can love anybody else as well.
More with the phenomenal Lisa Christoffersen, Real Housewives of Nairobi. Who brought the drama? Plus, who's in danger of being dropped come season 2?
I said